What's good, everyone? Tsunami here, and allow me to introduce you to the strongest being in the universe.
Gogeta! I'm as strong as Goku and Vegeta combined, and then some!
First and foremost, the easiest way to tell if a character is broken or not, their auto combo. Gogeta's auto combo isn't bad, but it also isn't very good, which is a great summary of the character in general. The last hit is an overhead, and the combo ends up switching sides, which is great for corner and screen position, but the first two hits are rage-inducing. The first L hits twice, which isn't a problem, it's just that the second hit comes out kinda slow. So slow that it'll eat your next input if you do it too fast. This, coupled with the fact that the second L is a knockup, means that combos which require your opponent to be sorta close to the ground will probably whiff. You pretty much can't do square square triangle triangle with him. His 2L is kinda weird. It's probably the farthest low hitting 2L. You heard me right, it's a low. Praise God! But also one of the slowest. He trades speed for range, which is kind of unnecessary when you consider his 2M. His 2M is
Spiral Arrow!
It has decent speed, excellent range, and completely outclasses his 2L. I mean, the 2L is faster, yeah, but it's not a 6 frame, and because it's a light, it does less damage and scales harder. In situations where you'd use a normal 2L, it loses, and in situations where you can use the 2M, it's just worse. There's just no real reason to actually use this move over the 2M.
It's more pointless than Krillin's rock.
His 5M is, you're gonna want to come in close for this, it's a regular 5M. His 5H is kinda cool. It's a 2-hit move that behaves a lot like hits, teleporting Gogeta forward, but beware, do not try hit with this. It has less range and will always lose. Gogeta actually thinks he's Ryu with a 2H rip straight from Street Fighter, and it's actually pretty good too because it launches him really high into the air. Have you ever been in a situation where someone super dashes at you, you block it, they jump up and fucking punish you like this? Gogeta snuffs that out. Every single one of his specials is a beam. He's the beam king. His 5S is a Kamehameha, his 2S is a blue Gallic gun, pick a color Vegeta, jeez. And both can be done in the air. But before you start jumping on the bandwagon you spamming ass freezers, just know that his beams are not perfect. They only hit once like base Goku's, and because they're beams they have a ton of recovery frames, meaning it's really easy to get punished for using them. For his 236S, he channels his inner Naruto and makes shadow clones as he shoots out a Kamehameha. If it hits, he teleports to the opponent and does this cool looking dive kick that always gives him a knockdown. This move is really special for two reasons. One, you can choose which clone actually shoots, and two, if you hold the S button, he won't actually fire. This gives him nasty mix potential. He can get an overhead, he can stay down for a low, he can beta reflect, the list goes on and on. It's literally a better version of Trunks' feint. His 214S is the best move ever created. Besides looking cool as hell, I'm glad to say that Gogeta has a full screen command grab. Watch out, Cell mains, we're coming for you. But it's kinda tricky to get used to.
Hey, I have a full screen command grab too.
You're the worst Goku in the game, no one cares about you, Black. It doesn't show you where the grab actually is or how big the zone is like other characters do, and he needs to spend either a Vanish, Super, or Spark after it, so no free combo conversion. Which is fair, pretty much every command grab needs resources, except for Videl, but she's low tier, so we gotta give her something. His air normals are pretty good, they definitely will stop a super dash, and the range on them is pretty good too. His air L specifically can even fuzzy and convert to a full combo using his 236L, but more on that later. His air heavies are a little weird because Arc System just cannot release a DLC character with normal air attacks. The 2H is like Goku Blue's dive kick, always giving you a knockdown, and the 5H is like every Vegeta's rocket kick. It behaves kinda like GT Goku's pole without the busted range, meaning you can't jump cancel with it, but it still launches. Oh yeah, and all three hits of his air 5M are in fact overheads. Yep. 1 button press, 3 overheads. But wait a second, you slimy Gotenks mains. Because it's a medium attack, he can't do it more than once, so y'all just stay away from us God-fearing Christians and keep wishing it was still season 1. His 236L and M are his combo enders. Both moves are 3-button hits, both can be done in the air, and both give you a knockdown, while the medium version gives you a hop knockdown, a bounce? Yeah, a bounce, so you can keep the combo going with an assist. The heavy version, however, is not a 3-button press. You just hit it once, and if it hits, he'll do his thing. It gives you a side switch, a ton of hits done, so you can follow it up with an air or a super dash if you're close enough to the corner. But beware though, you really need to think about which ones to do in which situations. But again, more on that later. His 214 moves are his DP. You're goddamn right, the strongest being in the universe has a freaking DP. The light version is actually faster than the meat. It doesn't matter. They're all DPs, so they all have iframes, which pretty much renders speed a non-factor. The medium version is the go-to move for Gogeta. Every advanced combo, corner combo, even vanish combos and TOD please use this move. And guess what? Meterless snap. Whoa. Meterless snap and fuzzies?
Top tier confirmed.
The heavy version is actually one of the better DPs because it switches sides, and if you're close enough to the corner, he can just dash up and convert it for a full combo. His assist is fucking ridiculous. It's not broken by any means, but if it hits the opponent, they're going flying. It's actually really similar to base Goku's in the sense that it has so much hit stun, it literally causes a wall bounce full screen. It has a good amount of block stun too, and it covers a good amount of the screen. So actually, you can just call this out whenever. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. This dude has 6, count them, 6 supers. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. He has a level 1 on the ground that can be converted into a level 2. He has a level 1 that can be done on the ground or in the air. He has a level 1 specifically for the air. And lastly, he has the sickest level 3, which can be extended to the most overkill move in all of Dragon Ball. He was gonna murder Broly. I mean, ain't no talk no jutsu over here. We catching bodies in Dragon Ball Z. Gogeta is such a complex character that I just want to give a few tips and tricks that should help while you're trying to figure him out. Because his 236 moves are 3-button presses, you can mix and match between the 3. Typically, you'll want to use the LMM for the speed of the light and the knockdown bounce of the M. If you're mid-screen, however, you'll probably just end up using the LLL, and if you're in the corner and your combo isn't too long, you can try the MMM. But if that whiffs, just know that in the corner, the LMM will always hit. You may be asking yourself, why would I mix and match? Well, Billy, if you take a seat, Papa Sue is going to teach you a little bit about frame data and spacing. To be brief, the little twirl he does in the medium version has longer startup frames and it pushes him back just a little bit, which means that if your combo is too long or if it starts with a light attack, you won't actually be able to start the 236 move with a medium. So you got a LMM. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't want to do the 236 LMM, it's just too hard, I just want an LLL. If you're actually thinking this, then you must not like doing supers. Yep, if you end it with the LLL, he won't have enough time to land and do supers, and you'll look like a Season 2 Supreme Kai.
Pathetic.
His bread and butter combos are fairly straightforward, just do square square and jump cancel with them, and end it with a 236 LLL. The LMM will always whiff with a mid-screen bread and butter. But if you miraculously find yourself not getting 2-aged and actually getting in with a super dash, you're going to want to end the combo one of 2 ways. The first way is to immediately do the 236 MMM, but don't be afraid, Billy. The first hit will always whiff, but if you do the last 2 fast enough, they'll always hit. Or you can end it like a pro and do the 236 special while holding back. Now you're wondering to yourself, should I spend the money for another DLC character? The answer is yes. He's just so much fun. It doesn't matter if you're somehow still a Cyberman or Hook Gang God, you will have fun with this character. He's just so flashy, so smooth. And who could resist that cute face? After all that, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I think he's top tier. His suspect frames and his 2L, his lack of an air level 3, and just how tall he is, seriously, when I tell you the fuzzies are real, boy, all of my recommendations are solely based on how much fun you'll have with him. He won't move you up a rank or 2, but damn it, he's just so much fun to play. With all that being said, I hope this video can help you make a decision on the handsomest man in Dragon Ball FighterZ. If you like this video, chuck a Stardust at that like button, eviscerate that sub button, and comment down below if you're gonna get Gogeta or if you already have him. This is Tsunami, until next time.